Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the hero's journey. We're here on the level 34, Shadowknight ROG Shaman. We've been grinding some AA experience. We're up to 135 AA points spent and 6 AA points banked. Since the last episode, gotten a couple more abilities. We bought... Where is it here? Molosinet. It's a Shaman activated AA ability. Decreases the target's cold, magic, poison, fire resist by 75. And it's very hard to resist. So it's an activated ability. Frees up a spell slot. I don't have to have the Malai's line memorized. And it's a 15-second, I think, recast, and it's instant. So it's been very useful, letting me debuff the resists on redcon mobs easily, and then land other spells on them. Also bought Radiant Cure here. 3-second recast, instant AA ability to remove curse, poison, disease, and some like magic effect debuffs. So good for fighting those shaman mobs, necromancer mobs, enchanter mobs that like to throw 2, 3, 4 debuffs on you. Lets me remove debuffs in combat without having to keep, cure poison, cure disease, or the higher level versions of those memorized, and doesn't interrupt my combat. Lets me keep doing damage instead of casting cures on myself. Also picked up one of the first rank of the ability that lets my dots do critical damage. Where is it? I think it's... should have been 2 points. I forget what the name of it was. Critical Affliction. There we go. So it grants damage over time abilities or spells the chance to do critical damage each tick. And so it's a 5% chance. The main reason I picked that up was because one of the starting AAs that they give you, I assume associated with the Shaman, is increases the critical damage of your dots. I'm looking for it here. I think it's called like Destructive Cascade. Yeah, so they give you 1 rank of Destructive Cascade. Must be from the Shaman. And it increases the power of your critical dots by 120 damage modifier. So we already had a damage modifier for our crits, but we didn't have the ability to actually crit. So putting 1 or buying the first rank of Critical Affliction, I think it was only 2 points, or it might have been 4, I'm not sure, or 3. It kind of had 2 effects. So A gave us the ability to crit, and B utilizes that AA ability that we already had, that which we were not utilizing. I don't think there was anything else as far as AAs that I've picked up. I've been grinding in Lower Gok, Split Paw mostly. Did a little bit in Soul B. I think my previous episode was in Soul B, where Didn't have much time, but we did manage to kill the Ifriti Lord. In that grinding, I managed to upgrade my Elemental Binder to Legendary, and then put the Ifriti Lord Ring in my power slot and have managed to upgrade that to Enchanted. So we have 3 of the 4 pieces needed to flag for Kunark upgraded to Legendary, and this would be the 4th piece once we get that upgraded to Legendary. It's actually really good. I'm tempted to use it, but I do have 2, so I could turn one in and then either get a new one or upgrade the one I have to Legendary and use that. Even at Enchanted, it's already at 160 hit points and 18 agility, so it's going to be really good when it gets to Legendary. Is that going to get up to like 200 hit points and like 20 plus agility? Probably. We'll see. So we're standing in the bazaar right by the forge. I just wanted to highlight real quick something I had recently learned about fine steel weapons. In my AA grinding, I've been in my last 2 sessions, which I don't think I had recorded, I've been coming back to the bazaar periodically to empty my bags and stopping at the forge here to turn my fine steel into high quality ore. I didn't know that was a thing. Somebody mentioned it in the Hero's Journey Discord, so thank you to that person. I was in the trade skills section. Somebody was asking about blacksmithing and best skill up path and like how to get high quality ore. High quality ore, I've tried to farm it a couple times in I don't know, a couple places, but the drop rate has been really bad. I think I've gotten 1 piece. Oh, it was Soul A. I went to Soul A. I ended up with 1 piece of high quality ore and couldn't really do anything with it. So I learned you could buy high quality ore off a vendor. It's expensive. It's like, I don't know, between 30 and 50 plat per piece. Or you can use your fine steel that you get while you're killing stuff to break it down into high quality ore. So if you search for like high quality ore in the trade skill window for the forge, it'll come up with 21 trivial, small piece of high quality ore stuff. You can see I have a fine steel rapier in my inventory and a water flask, hit combine, and I get 2 small bricks of high quality ore. And we can do that for any of the fine steel weapons we get. Different fine steel weapons give different results as far as breaking them down. So you can see the Morning Star gave 1 piece, the swords gave 2 pieces, Scimitar gives 1 piece. Short sword gives 1 piece and 1 small piece. The Warhammer gives 2 small pieces and 1 small brick. The catch is, I think I ran into this with like sharpening stuff. If you get enchanted or legendary versions of the fine steel weapons, you have to break them down manually. You can't do them through the I don't know what you call this, the regular trade skill window. You have to do the experiment window, and then you put them in there with the water flask and do the combine there. So the spear gives a small brick and a small piece. Pretty annoying to have to do the manual ones, it's much quicker if you can just do it through the trade skill window. However, if you plan on doing blacksmithing and using high quality ore, which is used for ornate chain, wrong one, should be good for roughly 115 blacksmithing skill to, I don't know, 130s, 140s. It's cheaper to just use the fine steel you get and break it down into ore than sell the fine steel and buy the ore off the vendor. Then you can use the small pieces, 3 small pieces, make a small brick. So use those up, and then I've been turning the small bricks into large bricks because those are needed for the high quality metal rings, which are used for the ornate chain. I have not made any ornate chain yet. I've just been gathering the bricks needed, and then I'll eventually do a session, a recording, where I skill up my blacksmithing a little more. I had a bunch of the fine steel in my inventory, and I just wanted to show you can actually use it to make ore, which can be used for blacksmithing skill ups. So let's pause here. I'll drop a few things in the bank, and then we're going to jump to killing stuff. All right, just teleported from Bazaar back to where I was, which is Lower Gok, and immediately was attacked. I thought I had teleported out in a spot where I wouldn't be attacked, but apparently not. I didn't realize the ritualist. Yeah, I guess I was within range of the ritualist. And he's a necro, and oh man, I hope my pet didn't die. Let's hit Radiant Cure, get rid of that. Alright. Let's see. Pet health. Alright, both of them are alive. I think. Yes. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, they're alive. Whew. Alright. Alright, we got an enchanted Verted Black Cape and some experience. Alright, part of the reason why I came here is because I wanted to both of my pets are wielding Ghoulbanes in their primary slot. The wolf pet, Shaman wolf pet, is wielding the legendary Ghoulbane in its primary, which procs the Dismiss Undead. The Necro or Shadowknight pet is wielding primary Enchanted Ghoulbane. Does proc Dismiss Undead, but since he's under level 20, it doesn't proc for him. So we're going to kill some stuff. There should be some named mobs up that we can take out. Nothing here, but we will take these out anyway. What was that? We got another AA banked. Not quite sure what I want to use my banked AA points on yet. I'm at the point where I have really good AA points, in my opinion, as far as abilities go. So it's all gravy at this point. Making things better. Wizard. Alright, I think this is the placeholder, but we'll take out this one. He's lower level wizard, then we'll get this one over here. Those wizards hurt, so I like to try to take those out first, plus they have lower hit points. So I am, like I was saying, at a point where I'm happy with the AAs I have, and it's all just a bonus now. I kill stuff well, so I'm not itching for more AA points. Okay, I'll take out this guy, and then the executioner placeholder right there, and whoever else wants to come fight. I am planning on leveling the character soon, gaining some more levels. I don't have a plan as far as how high I want to level during this expansion. I'd like a challenge, so I don't want to level to 50 and then have, 150 AA points and go wipe out Negafen and Vox very easily. So I'm planning on trying to kill Negafen and Vox before leveling to 50. Probably even try it before leveling to 40. I might try it at 34. Probably not. I haven't looked into Vox much. I do know Negafen is level 55. So wizard. I'll take out this one first, I guess. Or is it what level? What? Go for the screw. I don't know. This room stinks. 4 casters. Take out. Okay, there we go. 2 left. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a while, but my goal for this character is to get everything myself. I don't want to buy things in the bazaar. I don't want to use things from, Planes of Power while I'm leveling up in the classic zones. I want to, I want to use things that I obtain myself. And this is the Cavalier room, I think. Let's give you a rundown of the buffs I'm using. So I got Illusion Dark Elf. That's from my instant cast, legendary Mask of Deception from the Ghoul Assassin here in ROG. I have a hotkey to do that, tied to the inventory slot that is in. Use item 37. So for 30 is the bag slot, I think, and 30 is the bag, and 7 is the slot inside that bag. So I can just hit that and it clicks that. I guess I could also just like put it on my bar here and do it like that. I don't know. The benefit of the hotkey is you could, if you have another item, you could tie it into that. You could do like 2 or 3 items, I guess. Put a pause in there and have it one hotkey to click multiple items. So I got Illusion, Dark Elf, for the. I think I cleared out everything that I wanted down here. For the Ultra Vision, for instant cast rebuff, if I get dispelled or have that first buff slot overwritten. I've been just recently starting to use Dark Temptation. This is a Shadowknight spell. Gives me 25 attack, but it drains 3 hit points per tick. My decrease hit points by 3 per tick right there. My character regen just out regens that, so the -3 per tick really doesn't do anything. Mostly just getting the benefit of the attack. I have Endure Magic up. I have Form of the Bear. This is the buff portion of the Form of the Bear. The Form of the Bear is the Shaman spell. When you cast it, you get 2 buffs, actually. One says Form of the Bear, the other one says Illusion Bear, and it turns you into a bear. I clicked off the Illusion Bear portion and just kept the Form of the Bear buff. So it gives me Wisdom, 1 hit point regen per tick, and in my opinion, most importantly, increases my effective casting level by 3. So I am level 34. So when I cast on a mob, it's like I was level 37. So, where this guy right here is an even con. He'd be a blue con to me as far as my casting level. It makes a difference for being able to land stuff on mobs that are higher level than you. We got Nimble, so our agility buff, Shaman agility buff. Quickness, 30% attack speed increase. Dexterity, rising dexterity, dex buff. Strength buff. Alright, where are we gonna go first? Not there. Where is the... Oh, it's up there. Okay. We'll go check out Frenzy Sentinel first. My pets, they open these, like whenever my pets get near doors, they open them. So this basically blocks me from going through because my pets like to open the doors for some reason. Alright, so yeah, we got Dex, Haste, Strength, Stamina, AC, Fury, that's the Shaman, multi-stat buff. Right click it and show you. Second, if I can. Huh, it's not letting me click it. It provides AC, agility, dex and strength all in one, I think. Hang on a second. Stat buffs. It's under strength, but bring it up there just so we can see it. Yeah, AC, agility, strength, dex, and itself only. We got Grim Aura, that's the Shadowknight attack buff. We got Inner Fire, so that's the very low level Shaman hit point / AC buff. We got Vampiric Embrace, that's the Shadowknight innate, or not innate, but buff that provides a life tap proc. My melee attacks can trigger. There it is. Embrace of Shadow. It actually critted. It's a 25 point damage and life tap. Regeneration, so 5 hit point regeneration. Talisman of Tnarg. Hit point buff from the Shaman. And we got Envenom Blades. That's our rogue AA ability. Venom Blades right there. It doesn't fade, so I never have to recast it. And we are missing our Rogue Poison, Bite of the Shissar, so I'll recast that in a minute. The Rogue Poison, another AA point, man. The Rogue Poison, Bite of the Shissar, I did not want it in that buff slot, oh well, is limited duration, limited charges. So it's a 2-hour buff. If you're just standing around in a non-bazaar zone, it will count down. But also, you can see over here, it has like a counter of how many poisons it can trigger. Basically, it gives your melee attacks a chance to trigger poison, do direct damage to the mob, and each one of those proc triggers removes a counter on the buff. So you can see we're down to, I think it says 120 there. Let's go down to Sentinel, and then we'll check out Frenzy. Oh, Sentinel's up. Root of me. If I hit Radiant Cure, that removes the root. But if I'm just fighting one of these guys, I usually wait until I'm done fighting them to remove the root. Just because the Radiant Cure cooldown is 3 minutes, and they're likely to reproc that root. The root is it's like a chance to proc it on their melee attacks. The Ghoul root. It's like an innate ability they have to proc it on you. Frenzy is up. Frenzy Ghoul. Alright, how do we want to handle this? Don't have root on me. If I go like this, detrimental, root, instill. So I think what I want to do is use my Malosinate on Frenzy and then root him and then back up and just take on these two guys, and then we'll come back to Frenzy, hoping the root sticks and doesn't break early. Root, break, rooted, alright. Over here. There we go. Park him over there. Malosinate has been very nice, especially in fighting things that are higher level than me. I've been having a hard time landing spells, now I really don't have to worry about it. Malosinate itself has like a negative, I don't know, if negative 100 or negative 200 resist check, so it's almost impossible for the mob to resist it. Unless they have like super high resist. Like I think Negafin and Vox have very, very high resists. So we'll have to see if it lands on them, but let's right click this, Malosinate. Yeah, so resist check is negative 200. Is my guy's hitting them and he's not hitting my pets? Yeah, that's weird. My pets are attacking him. He's rooted and wants to attack me, but he's just standing there doing nothing. Okay. That was weird. I guess technically I could have just kept him rooted and let the pets kill him because he didn't seem to be attacking the pets for some reason. What do we got? What do we got? Flowing back silk sash. Okay. If I run out of stuff to put in my power slot, I might power that up to legendary and throw it on the other pet. My Shaman wolf pet has a legendary flowing black silk sash on him. Alright, where to? I want to go this way. We'll stop at the hand and then take out the Archmage or his placeholder and then go for the Ghoul Lord, and then we'll check out the live side a little bit. Interested in the Evil Eye and Froglock King, I guess. Something I've noticed with the crit dots is that it doesn't show up in our like crits window, even though I have spell crits filtered to go there. So I guess it doesn't consider the crit dots to be a spell crit. I don't know how to filter those out away from or in addition to regular spell damage. Let's see if I can find a crit dot in here. So nope. Yeah, my Tainted Breath ticks for right there. It was ticking for 29 with the Envenom Blades effect on the mob, and then 34. So I don't know if 34 was the crit. Anyway, the crit just shows up like normal, and it doesn't say like it critted or anything. So I don't know of a way to filter it or really pay attention to how often or how much the dots are critting for, aside from looking through the log closely and seeing, oh, it was more. Oh, okay. Lord is up. So certainly not complaining about the additional damage from the dot crits, but it is difficult to determine when it actually does that additional damage. Okay, Knight, and Lord. I could probably take them all. I'm gonna do a little crowd control, similar to what I did in the frenzy room, just not sure. Maybe I'll park the Lord. All right. Yes, pet hold. I don't want my pets to die, but I do want to kill the Lord's pet. Alright, so we'll hallucinate him, and instill him, and then probably pull these two kind of around the corner or back here, somewhere out of line of sight of him wherever he's rooted, so that he's not casting on me the entire time. He's a Shadowknight, and he can do like 3 or 4 debuffs and probably end up losing a couple of my buffs there. Alright, here he comes. Did not get my root off. Alright, yeah, he's already... Alright, Radiant Cure coming. Did I get him? Nope, I did not get him rooted. Come on. Alright, we're gonna Ancestral Aid, root him. Cannot get this to... Alright, we got him rooted. Come around the corner. Hopefully we don't... Let's kill that. Kill that. And root broke. All that for nothing. Alright, hallucinate him. Having a hard time landing stuff. And slow. Hallucinate him. Slow him. Throw some dots on him. Where's the Lord? Lord right there. Slow him. Alright, more dots. Dots. Oh, we might be in trouble here. I gotta kill this guy. He is debuffed the heck out of me. Alright, we gotta heal ourselves a little bit. Got really lucky with man. Really lucky with that killing spree proc. So many debuffs on me. I should have saved Radiant Cure. Do I have something behind me hitting me too? I can't even see. Did burn Hummed Hearts there. Man, this guy is... I don't know. He's like tough. Tougher than usual. There we go. Man. So he chewed up my poison, which reduced my DPS. He chewed up... we got a nice bonus there. 40 hit point augment. I'll take it. I have yet to see the sword off of him. Alright, we had our attack buff. Beneficial conversions, dark temptation. Let's put Envenom Blades over here because we can recast that instantly. I hadn't thought about that. Don't like the idea of having it overwritten or removed. But I would rather have that happen than my poison buff, I guess. I don't know. I've been having definite issues with my mana. Regenerating mana is taking much longer than before. So much so that I've been chugging or using the mana stone. My health regen is much better than my mana regen. I think what I'm gonna do is, I've been debating where to use this augment. This is the second one of those that I've gotten. The first one I put on my earring. Either gonna go helm or gauntlets. Not sure. I'll probably go helm. Yeah, I don't know. Don't like the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of which items I will keep for the longest. Alright, yeah, I'm not going to debate it for too long. I'll put it on the helm. Put it in slot 1 for stats. Yes. Alright. 110 hit point. And we got 222 strength, stamina, agility. Nice. Nice little upgrade there. And get rid of these. We don't need those. This is junk. What is the rings at 34% towards legendary? Okay. All right. Oh, hello. What is that? Weakening. Oh, that's the spider poison that I put on. All right. Did we take out... No, did we take out the Archmage? We didn't. We skipped him. So one of the reasons I've been trying to get this guy is he can drop a robe that is used in one of the steps for the Rogue Epic. need 4 robes, if I remember right. One of them is off of him. So it's Shining Metallic Robe, or Shiny Metallic Robe, I forget what it's called. There it is! There it is! First time I've seen it. Nice. Yeah, so one of the steps of the Rogue Epic is you turn in 4 robes. The Shining Metallic Robe. Robe of the Oracle, I think, off of the Oracle in the Ocean of Tears, which is pretty easy to get. Pat's opening those cages again. Let me out. Alright, we're gonna run back up. Probably check for supplier again. Wizard. So Shining Metallic Robe, Robe of the Oracle, Robe of the Kedge off of Finnegal in Kedge Keep. So he's like a tough boss, raid boss, really. But you know, I'll try to kill him solo at some point. What's the other one? Robe of the, I forget what it's called, Robe of the Ishva or something like that. It's off the Ishva Mall in Split Paw, Layer of Split Paw. So that's one of the reasons why I've been going to Split Paw, to try and snag that robe while I still get experience killing stuff there. I don't know if, or I guess eventually I'll be able to do the Rogue Epic. I don't know when. Have to be at least level 46, I believe. Another AA point, man. Just cranking them out. Light burlap sack. One of the items needed to complete the Rogue Epic is located in the Plane of Hate, and I don't think you can access the Plane of Hate unless you're 46. Also not positive on this server how to get to the Plane of Hate. I assume it's just the translocator in the Bazaar / East Common Lands, but not positive. If it is, then he doesn't give you the option to teleport there until you're 46, would be my guess. But the item that you need in the Plate of Hate is just a ground spawn, I think, so you should be able to teleport there, stealth around, grab it, and teleport out. It's just a matter of being high enough to access that zone. I haven't talked a whole lot about my EverQuest history. Ugh, just barely missed it. No, it's fine. Alright, Minotaur Elder, we'll kill him. Probably get some ads. Alright, who wants to come play? I played EverQuest live back in the day, probably, well, definitely 25 years ago at this point. Played in 2000 through, I think, at least 2003, 2004. Thought I saw a Patriarch over there. Does this guy come? I don't know. We'll see. If he comes after me, he's not coming, so... Alright. I think the Patriarch might be a named. Alright, there he is. So yeah, a couple of my friends in school told me about this new game they were playing. It was EverQuest. So I picked it up, and that's when I started playing. My very first character was a human druid. I don't know if that was... I think that was the first character I got to 60 too. I'm trying to go to Evil Eye here. Excuse me. When I first started playing, I can't remember if Velius had been or had not been released yet. So it was sometime either after Kunark came out or just after Velius came out is when I started playing. Oh, Evil Eye's up. Cool. I played a human druid. Leveled that up. Eventually got to 60, got the druid epic. The next character that I leveled up was a rogue, enchanted bag of the soul, who I also got to 60 and got the epic. 12 slot, 80% weight reduction. Light bar laps are 1275. Lion hide is 1245, so this would definitely be better than the lion hide and the legendary backpack. Yeah, we'll replace the legendary backpack, I guess. Okay. So, funny story. One of my very first experiences in EverQuest was the human druid. Started in the starting area was in Surefall Glade, and humans have notoriously bad night vision. I was brand new. I'd never even played the game, opened the game, seen my friends play it, nothing. So installed the game, got my human druid going, started. Oh man, did I forget? Oh, whew, I heard him casting and I was like, oh, did I do it again where I forgot to stealth? Is there a named here? There should be a noble in this area. I don't see him though, so it might be a placeholder. Oh, that's okay. Don't need him. Just figured I would take him out if he was there. So the human druid, at least in that era, started in Surefall Glade. You spawn into Surefall Glade, and then to actually like start leveling, you have to... Oh, the king's up. You have to leave Surefall Glade out into Kino's Hills, and then you can start killing things. I spent probably half an hour trying to get out of Surefall Glade. First of all, this was when I don't know if anybody knows, the original UI, like called the Stone UI, was like you have a small square where you can like see your character moving, and then around that was like the UI. Like it was, you could not Yeah, you could only see like the center of your screen, and then around it was like, your spells and your hot buttons and stuff like that. And it was like gray and blue or whatever. You couldn't like see through that part. So it was limited, like small-ish screen area that you could actually see what you were doing. All right, I'll pop him, and we should, or probably pull him back because this guy should come. But he's a shaman. All right. Oh, okay. So the human character vision, particularly night vision, is bad. And so I got stuck in Surefall Glade for like 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get out of there. Um, if you're not familiar with Surefall Glade, there's a tunnel that leads out of Surefall Glade into Keno's Hills. And as a starting character, you don't get a light source. You don't and without a light source and the poor human vision, it kind of stinks. So it was dark when I started, like it was nighttime in the game, and I'm trying to figure out if I, hmm, if I, who do I have a better chance of grabbing? If I snare him, let them come, and then feign death, I might be able to just let's see here. Feign death, feign death, feign death. Yeah, alright. Good, good. Okay. Oh, the shaman came up from behind me. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, he's reset. Alright, good. So yeah, I got stuck in Surefall Glade on my very first character. Spent like 30 minutes trying to get out. Eventually managed to get into that like tunnel or cave area that leads out to Keno's Hills. And the screen was just pitch black. Like you couldn't. I was just walking blindly, and eventually got a like load screen. I was like, "What's going on?" And popped out into Keno's Hills. Made my way out of the cave slash tunnel and started to kill things. But kind of surprised. I kept playing the game considering my first experience was not being able to see anything and just trying to find my way out into an area where I could kill things. All right. So yeah, on that druid, leveled up to 60. Took a long time. Joined a small raiding guild. Um, got the druid epic. Loosen it. Let's get him slowed. Oh, figures. Burn a charge of slow and assassinate him. Alright, what do we got? Nothing? Nothing? We got nothing. I didn't know that was possible. I assumed he always dropped something, but all we got was some Prologue Blood and a Rapier. Huh. Okay. That is going to be it for here. I'll finish up my history story. For me personally, got the druid up to 60. Oh, there's the noble, so we'll kill him. But he's kind of in the middle of stuff. Yeah, I think if we kill him, we'll get a bunch of things. So I'll go over here, pop this guy. Did some initial rating with the druid. Oh, okay, I did it again. Or got to do it at least once per video, right? Accidentally forget that I'm not stealthed and walk out into a pile of mobs. How many am I going to get here? Where are they? Okay, there they are. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, okay, that's a lot. Played a rogue after the druid, got the rogue to 60, got the rogue epic. That was between or during Kunark. So the leveling and rating experiences that I remember were like Karnor's Castle, Velkator's Labyrinth, the higher level stuff that you end up spending a lot of time in those zones to grind out experience. Eventually played a cleric, primarily. Was invited to join the top rating guild on the server, and ended up being the healer lead officer in that guild, organizing like sea heal chains and helping figure out loot and stuff. Most of my cleric memories are from the Plains of Power era. We did kill. Where am I going? I think we were the first guild on the server to kill Quorum in Plane of Time. So I finished the Plains of Power expansion. That is a trip down memory lane for sure. So my EverQuest experience goes far back. I had large gaps in playing. Did not play live EverQuest for, I don't know, I basically stopped when the guild I was in kind of petered out and shifted to World of Warcraft. And I did join them there. I played World of Warcraft, kind of did the same thing. We were with that guild. Came back to live EverQuest a long time after that, when I think they had the play for free thing. Like you could play for free up to X level or something. Yeah, I never played seriously beyond that. With the raiding guild that I played with on live EverQuest, I did play up through, and definitely played Legacy of Keisha. Played the Lost Dungeons of Norath. That one was pretty fun. Omens of War, and oh Yeah, I mix up those expansions, Omens of War, and there's another one where like I think there's a name down in here, or is supposed to be at least a placeholder. The expansions with like the weird zone names like Yatimbi and um, um, yeah, I forget. Like, got another AA point there. Yeah, whichever EverQuest expansions came out around like 2003, 4, 5 are probably the last ones that I have um, good knowledge of or decent knowledge of. Planes of Power is probably the best memories I have or knowledge. So like classic Kunark, Velius, Planes of Power, right? Planes of Power is after Velius, right? Yeah, I think so. And we are getting some good experience here, or just like I don't know, me talking and not really paying attention to what I'm killing is making it seem like we're getting good experience. One thing I want to check, and I noticed this before, is when I traditionally when you kill the undead froglocks, the ghouls, you gain experience, or not experience, you gain faction with the live froglocks. So like froglocks of Guk, right here, the froglocks of Guk could not possibly get any worse. So my froglocks of Guk faction is completely tanked. How do I get out of here? I do not know the live side of Lower Guk very well. Much more familiar with the dead side. Um, but I thought that when I had killed some of the dead ones, I was not getting faction with, like, a positive faction with the live ones. I could be mistaken. I will go check. We gotta find some dead ones to kill. It means we gotta find the ladder, which should be this way. Right? I don't know. Am I gonna fall down the pit? Wait a minute. Not near the pit yet. No, that's that way, this way, this way. So in the past on some other characters, I've had very good faction with the live Froglocks because I killed so many of the dead Froglocks. I didn't see a positive faction gain when I was killing the dead ones, but maybe I was killing the wrong dead ones or I just missed it. So, if we kill the ritualist, let's see what we get for faction. Yeah, so that's weird. Okay, so it's different. Did we already kill that other one? Okay. So Frogs of Guk has been adjusted by 1. So killing the wizards gave me 1 faction for the live Froglocks. And negative faction, obviously, for the dead Froglocks, the undead Froglocks. But killing the ritualist reduced my faction with both. So maybe that's what I noticed. I was getting negative faction hits for killing the named dead ones. You would think the named dead ones are on the same faction as the regular dead ones. I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird faction things with this version of the game. Supplier assassin. All right. Enchanted light burlap sack. Alright. One of the guys of the Deceiver enchanted. Okay. Alright. Light burlap sack enchanted. We'll have to check. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get another one of these? Oh, I didn't even notice. I got a second one of these at some point. That's what I get for just looting so quickly. So I think I was. Hmm. I don't know what I want to put that on. This would be good. The cloak. We could do it on the belt. We could do it on the gauntlets. Can we put it on a weapon? I think we could. Right? This is what slot is this? It fits in a slot 2 or 4. So I have a free slot 2 here on my burning rapier. I could put it in. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Right? Unusable by anyone. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So the augment, it can't go in the primary slot. It can only go ear, head, face, neck, shoulder, arm, back, wrist, hands, fingers, chest, legs, feet, waist. So non-weapon slot, non-range, non-primary, non-secondary. Figures. The one thing I settle on, I want to put it on. doesn't go there. I'm trying to think, what am I going to keep the longest? I feel like, I don't know, I'm already thinking ahead to like Nagafin and Vox, and I know that Nagafin, at least, can drop a Cloak of Flames, which is a haste item. So I would put it in my back slot, and then I would no longer need a haste item in my waist slot. So if I happen to get a Cloak of Flames, that would, I'd probably put my legendary Thick Banded Belt back in my waist slot and not be using either of those if that were to happen. But I think he can also drop Gauntlets of Fiery Might, so I wouldn't use those anymore. I don't know. And then my legs and arms aren't very good. The boots are kind of like mid-tier, mid-level. Planning on replacing this ring. I don't know where to put this thing. This ring's not super good. I don't know. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna put it in the cloak. Yeah. Alright, cool. Did we get another bag? We got Enchanted Light Burlap Sack regular. Enchanted Light Burlap Sack, 12 slots, 75% weight reduction. So I think that we figured out that was going to be better than this one. What is this? Handcrafted. That's 14 slot. This is 12 slots. So yeah, we'll put it there. Light Burlap Enchanted. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this episode is getting longer. I was planning on doing a couple other things, but I don't want to make a 2-hour episode, so I think we're going to stop it here. We got a bunch of AA points. I don't remember how many I had banked when we started. I think we had 4 or 5, something like that. So we cranked out some AA points like crazy. Got a couple upgrades actually through augments, which was a pleasant surprise. That wasn't expected at all. I think we got a couple bags. Made some more progress on upgrading our Jarn's Amethyst ring. So that's at 58% of the way through towards Legendary. I'll have to figure out what I want next for AA points because I got 10 banked now, so it's time to spend them. I just don't know. Pretty soon we're gonna level some more, I promise. There's a couple, I think in particular, one specific more thing I want to do before I get to that leveling, so we'll have that thing in the next episode, and then maybe as part of that episode or the following episode, we'll crank out some levels. Not sure how high we want to go. Yeah, obviously want to get high. Think we're currently capped at 50 if we wanted to go that high, but when I try to kill Negative and Vox, I don't want to be 50. not for the first attempt at least. I want to try and kill them and make it challenging. Like I don't want to just walk in there and have them fall over. I want it to be a challenge. I want to have some fun. Obviously fun, I guess, could be one-shotting him or something, but uh, I want to be, yeah, I want to be challenged. Which is why I'm doing all this without buying those amazing items off of the bizarre people. I want to progress my character, progress to different content with the items I obtain myself, either through killing things or trade skills, or merchant stuff, vendor stuff. In some cases, where as long as it's stuff that wasn't sold to a vendor by another character, then I'm good with it. Kill these guys real quick. They drop crystallized marrow that can be used for poison making. Need to use up my spider poisons. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying. I'm having fun. The AA grind is getting a little monotonous. I'm not caring as much as like what I want to get next. Like obviously I have 10 AA points and I haven't spent them. So it's becoming more of a task to figure out what do I want to spend these on since I have so many good things already. Um, but it's still fun, you know. Yeah. Well, I'll look through and figure out what to spend them on and then update you in the next episode. Uh, Feel free to drop a comment on the video if you have questions, suggestions. See, if there's some place you want me to go, you want to see, you want to see me do. Let me know, and I'll get back to you. Um, if you're liking the video or videos, drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If this is the first time you're watching, subscribe to the channel. Get notified when new ones are released. I'll try to keep making them. Like I said, I'm having fun. I hope people out there are enjoying watching. And um, yeah, that's gonna be it. We'll see you next time. Take care.